Yo, Jets Gamer, what's up, bro? What's cooking? You get some la 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 la. What the rock is cooking? You about to eat some Chinese food? Oh, okay. What you eating tonight? What you got for Chinese food? What you got? What you got? I think OKC won in Game 7. You really think so? You really think OKC can do it? That's. I would like to see that happen. We'll have to see. We haven't had a Game 7 in finals in the finals in years. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm excited. You know, we all got to tune in for Game 7. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm going with the Pacers, man. I think they're going to actually do it. I think they're going to actually do it, man. Shock the world. Shock the world. That is what their mindset is on. Shocking the world. You see how Jaden Daniels looks slim in 26? They put work on him? Yeah, I seen that. He looked like himself. He looked like himself. I'm impressed. I am impressed, man. Most definitely.
The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That did surprise me. Yep.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage.
And Devontae Smith. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely that did surprise me too. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they both made them slim. That's how their body is. Mm-hmm.
The 17.
Yeah, they shouldn't be leaking the beta, but it is what it is.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has
Two new scoreboards. Eight new scoreboards.
Defense is going to have their hands full.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I literally have no idea, Jets Gamer. I literally have no idea.
Multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Starting a drive like that
I
really
think so
builds
too.
confidence. First down from the 45. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
So after the first down run, here's second down.
I definitely agree.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the move, it's Judkins. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Looking for a productive play on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's so...
Since he done ran out of pauses, let's just do it to him. See how he likes it.
Back to think about, stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive.
lot of different ways this offense can
Now
attack
that we
you
got
throwing
those
the ball.
pauses out the way, so nobody has no excuses.
Screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Got it looking for a first. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
I just backed him up.
Gator.
That's all I did.
You know, sometimes as
All I
a
do
play
is back
caller,
him.
you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now, 4th down. Number 42, on to punt it away.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
With the game tied.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find...
Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Nine times 14, that's
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. First down for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He wants to go deep. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
It's incomplete. It should be incomplete.
The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Makes the catch. It's Maffa. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Running with power. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Skips away from pressure. And the ball's free in the backfield.
Oh my God, that's the 2nd time in a row, yeah.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Comes out throwing on first down. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Maffa. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to...
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch him napping, take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab outside. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The official says no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game. Offense set on first down. They'll run it to the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure.
He's got it down the left.
Yeah.
He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense.
Again, so rigged, bro. Stupid, man. I'm telling you, they'll do it to you if you let them. They will do it to you if you let them.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him, and they convert.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. The offense in hurry-up mode. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Good timing on the quick out. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Durham. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
That's reeled in. It's Sampson. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. LSU right back to the line. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
First down here for the offense. The give to the lone running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
You got to block. Shit.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The option look. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man down the middle. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU quick to the line. They're going to throw it again. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it in for the... One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on second down.
Come on,
He
man.
is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a third and long situation.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a
Oh
bunch.
my God! What, dude? I literally pressed a button.
He was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Howard. Makes his connection. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Judkins. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Tate. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening? One of the best quarterbacks in all of college football and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Ohio State.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simon. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it! And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. Finds his man. It's Ibuka. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guys so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He fires one deep over the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half.
Jets Gamer, why are you lying about stuff like that?
And
I don't see no news talking about that kind of stuff.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return.
Why are you lying about stuff like that? Don't play about that
South
stuff.
Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this
Can't
lead
read
to
news
start
correctly,
the third
don't talk
quarter
about
because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a
I take
rhythm.
that shit
was
serious.
obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. Off the play fake. Coming after him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's running in the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Tate.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On the move. And the Buckeyes get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Henderson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 42 Spider. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
That makes the score South Carolina
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being snapped. Right? That your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Snatching his best shot at a championship. To understand, we must first go back 4 hours. In the first quarter, the Suns would come out of the gates on fire, and after a relatively quiet game 3, Steve Nash would be aggressive for people. Oh, you didn't think it's going to get off to a quick start here. The Knicks would jump out to an early 8-point lead behind Nash's energy and shot. Nash going to fade on there. He is going up here for the early off. Coming into the series, with the MVP not yet announced, Nash has still been rating back-to-back in the league. 2 MVPs in his first 2 seasons as a Sun. In fact, the reason for Nash even being in Phoenix is his all-way a miracle. You see, before Nash's Suns tenure, Nash was part of a rising big 3 in Dallas, alongside Michael Finley and Dirk Nowitzki. They were a perennial 50-win team that was a real threat in the playoffs year in, year out. However, in the 2004 offseason, after Nash's disappointing playoff run, Dallas would develop major concerns about Nash's future, in particular if his body could hold up long term. Our doctors were telling us he was going to have issues, and he was in his early 30s, right? The Suns would offer Nash a 6-year, $63 million deal. When Nash took the offer at his mark, Cuban declined to mention. Nash would join the 29-53 Suns team